The fox who didn't mind anything anymore. Once upon a time there was a fox named Fiona, known far and wide for her sharp wit, her laugh that echoed throughout the forest, and her love for everything, especially the surprises life had to offer. She'd chase the falling leaves, jump into puddles after a storm, and was always first to join in when the forest threw a party. The trees, the birds, the rabbits, and even the ants, they all loved her for it. But then something started to change. Fiona the fox, who once reveled in life's little joys, began to withdraw. At first it was small, a quiet moment here, a slightly bored look there. Her friends thought she was just tired. Who could blame her? Life in the forest was busy after all. But as the weeks passed, Fiona's indifference deepened. The surprise parties didn't excite her. When the forest animals sang their favorite songs, Fiona barely moved her tail. Even when the squirrels brought her the juiciest berries, she barely nibbled. Her friends began to notice. Where once there was a twinkle in Fiona's eye, there was now nothing but a blank stare, even when the animals tried to plan new adventures. Fiona just shrugged. No spark, no fire, no passion. She had become a ghost of herself, standing amongst her friends, yet feeling distant, untouchable. It was painful for the others. They'd walk up to her and wave, but it was as if she didn't see them at all. Fiona, what's wrong? They'd ask. But she'd only reply with a slow blink, a yawn, or a short, dismissive answer. I don't know, she'd say. I just don't feel like it. But the truth was, Fiona had lost something important. She had stopped caring. It wasn't that she didn't want to care. It wasn't that she didn't still love her friends. But somewhere deep inside her heart, she had started to wonder if it was all worth it. The more she pulled away, the more she convinced herself that maybe it wasn't. Maybe life was just a series of small letdowns, and caring about it all just made the pain worse. Her friends tried to understand. Maybe Fiona's heart needs healing, the wise old owl said. Maybe she's just too tired. Maybe she's forgotten what joy feels like. But no one could fix Fiona. She had to find her own way out of the fog. The truth, though, is that when someone stops caring, it's not just about them. It's about what's happening inside. Maybe they're hurt. Maybe they're lost. Maybe they're waiting for something to spark inside them again. But the key is this. When someone stops caring, it's not because they've stopped caring about you. It's because they've stopped caring about themselves. And that's the hardest part. So what do you do when the person who once cared so deeply suddenly doesn't care at all? You wait. But you don't wait forever. You offer kindness, you offer patience. But you also remember that sometimes the best thing you can do for someone who's lost their spark is give them the space they need to rediscover it. Because if you stand there with your heart open, waiting, maybe the spark will come back. It's not guaranteed, but it's worth holding on for.